Hello everybody, how you doing today? Superfiend here. Welcome back to our Total War 3 Kingdoms playthrough. We are playing as Huang Shao of the Yellow Turban faction. And we are kind of like a little bit south of our starting position. We started at Dong and Tao Shang. If you recall, we spent a few episodes migrating eastward. Took us about 5 episodes, and all in all, wasn't super challenging. We used ambush stance and got a little bit fortunate with the way the AI moved. Eventually, Liu Bei, Wen Shao, and Liu Dai all kind of like filtered in through Taishan. And they did get as far as Beihai, but then we managed to defeat them fairly rapidly in succession over the course of a couple episodes. We have then since kind of like just bypassed this city here. We kind of trespassed through Gong Lanshu's territory over here to put some pressure on Wang Long, and I think there was another faction. I think it's this guy. It used to be Tao Xian, now Han Lian, and then the general here is Qi Guan. But anyway, so we acquired this territory, and then this is where things start getting interesting. We find ourselves at war, and this is like all purple here. They all have the same color, and if you go into the, well, I guess we could just double click on Gong Lanshu, and if we try to negotiate peace, they have formed the Alliance of the Darkening Moon. Gong Lanshu, Wen Shao, and Hanfu. And then we're going to cancel. Now, Hanfu, I think, is up here. Wen Shao is all over here. And then Gong Lanshu is here. And Gong Lanshu is the faction formerly known as Liu Bei. And so we had peace, and we were going to come put pressure over here, and we were going to like then come back and try to take this territory after a small reprieve. But we find ourselves at war with them a little early. They did move kind of south out of the fog of war with Tao Shang. They took the farmland at Pengcheng, and so that's kind of where we find ourselves right now. Now, Wang Long used to have this city. He's now laying siege over here at Donghai. Our city is taking attrition, or our garrison is taking attrition, but really, we're like in much better shape than he is here, because like we could just auto-resolve this right now. I'm going to cancel it, and the reason I'm going to cancel is I want him to stay sieged over here, because I don't want to mess with him right now. And then we have Qi Guan in right here. Now, I think what we're going to do is we're going to wipe this guy out. And then we're going to set up another ambush with Huang Shao. And we're going to try to lure this guy out of position down over here. You know, he's got like a nice weak target. Maybe he'll come over here. Now, if he doesn't come over here, then we just take the farm and then clear off Wang Long. And then just chase this guy down wherever he goes. We do have Pei Wen Shao. He's up here holding down the settlement of Taishan. He's got a decent, little stack in here. It's pretty much the stack he started with, but with some peasants added to it. We do have the garrison building, so we got 2 units for our garrison in there. And he's just kind of hanging out up here. He's in an ambush stance currently. Like, the idea is to draw the AI out of position up here by making this look like a weak target. But Wen Shao has not bit yet. And if we go in here and we check out Wen Shao, we are the... Well, we're the only faction he's at war with. So we got the Alliance War, and then he's not at war with anybody else. And so, really, it's only a matter of time before he pops on down here. And one last comment before we start the action. Someone had left a comment on a prior episode and said I should seek peace with some of the weaker factions if I don't plan on taking their territory. Sometimes that's a good idea. I generally don't declare peace, though, with factions that are much weaker than me, even if I don't plan to wipe them out or take their territory immediately. And the reason for that is when you declare peace, you can't do anything hostile, warlike to them for 10 turns. And so they're a small faction, they're weaker than you, you declare peace, and then like 5 turns later, you find yourself in a really good position to attack them for some money, for experience. Maybe you can sack their settlement, just little things like that, but you can't do it because you declared peace. And if you break that peace treaty within 10 turns, if 3 Kingdoms works the way prior Total Wars have, then you hurt your diplomatic standing. Your trustworthiness over here starts to become unreliable and stuff. Eventually, we will be able to enter into diplomacy as if we're just a regular faction. Right now, we can't because we're Yellow Turban. But eventually, we'll be able to, and then this trustworthy, whatever it is, this trustworthy label is going to help us a little bit to secure diplomacy. So I don't want to declare peace because if I find a good opportunity to strike, I want to be able to take advantage of it. And I don't want to hurt that rating. So what we're going to do, we're going to go over here. We're going to pick Huang Shao. We're going to attack this guy. And it's overwhelming in our odds. We get like the garrison, the smaller army that we just recruited. But we're going to do it manually. And the reason for that is so that we don't take any unnecessary casualties. We got another larger battle possibly right behind this. And so I want to make sure that we are well prepared for that fight. And that we got all of our units. You know, we don't want to have any units that aren't full strength. Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take these guys. Just kind of drop them right there. You know, the unit cards are no longer, like, very consistent about where it's putting people. Like, why are these guys over here? For so long, the peasant archers used to be on this side. And the melee guys were kind of stacked in front. Now it's like, it's getting a little inconsistent. And it's starting to irritate me. In my impressions video, I talked about how nice it was that the units don't shuffle around on a unit card. That's still true, but it's like, it's not organizing them. Like, please put the archers over on the right-hand side. Is what I want. Okay, in any case, it doesn't matter for right now. Yeah, 1 general. 2 general. And I now have guard mode turned off by default, so, like, I have to remember to turn guard mode on. Set these guys there. Is that pretty much everybody? I feel like there's that one unit that I always forget. Here they are, right here. And here come our reinforcements onto the field. Whoop-de-doo. I'm not going to bother marching our reinforcements all the way up here. It's not worth the effort. Pretty much our archers will end this battle for us. Let's cruise up with these archers. And since our missile units are going to win the battle for us, I'm not going to bother worrying about fatigue or energy. We can just run everywhere we go. Let's shoot their archer militia and just get them out of here. They got 2 units of those. And those guys are getting evaporated. Okay, so now we can bring our other units up. Let's take our archery masters and shoot Zhang. And then now our peasants can start aiming here. I also had a comment in a prior video that I should use my generals more instead of holding them into reserve. And I kind of answered it in the comment, but I guess I have a little bit of like PTSD from charging my generals in the battles from Shogun 2. You know, in Shogun 2, your generals were very similar units, a regular guy with a mounted retinue. And then if you charge them into a unit of like Yari Ashigaru, if I'm remembering how to say that correctly, it'd be like your general unit could have 60 people in it, and the first casualty could be your stupid general. So it's like, I know that the AI generals are very durable, and I know that when we surround an AI general with a bunch of units, it takes forever to kill them. What I'm worried about is that our generals are not as durable. Like, what if the AI generals are the only ones that's durable, and then I go and I charge Huang Shao into a combat thinking he's going to be durable too, and he's like the 3rd or 2nd casualty in the unit. That would be unfortunate. We're going to go ahead. We're going to ransom. Going to ransom. Faction destroyed. Han Leon. Very good. Now, do we have the movement to get all the way over here to this? We don't. We do have the movement to pop up here, and like we could just try to lay siege to this guy right there. You know, he doesn't have the strong garrison right now. We might be able to, okay? We might be able to win, especially since we got, you know, 2 units, half strength of this, and then our generals here are full strength. They are full strength generals. You know, so it could very well be enough to win. He's got 2 units of the mounted Lancer militia. They have terrible block chance. They're pretty fast. None of the really strong saber cavalry. You know, I'm thinking we could just move up here and attack this guy. The concern I have is that there's a unit right here in the fog of war that's going to go and, you know, like if we take too many casualties in that battle, I don't want to get caught really out of position. But it's okay with me if we lose this settlement. I won't be like that upset. You know, I was tempted. I was thinking initially we would like lay siege. Or, I'm sorry, go into an ambush and, like, try to lure him out. Because I'm pretty sure he would want to go this way, and we could catch him in a real nice ambush battle. My concern is that he just, like, wanders off over to here, and then we can't catch him at all, and he goes and he sits in a city. And then from that city, he can come over here and, like, really get into our backfield and cause problems. So, you know what? Change of plans. We're going to move all the way up here. We're going to come up. We're going to put the pressure on this guy. We're not going to starve him out. We're going to assault. Close defeat. Okay, if we do a night battle, they have... It does lower their morale. Lowers their morale. They should still get their reinforcements. But we're going to lose some strong units of our own, right? We're going to lose some strong units if we do this. And if I do the night battle, then it's like, why did I bring these guys at all? All right. I'm thinking in this particular instance, I would rather have the 2 extra generals. The 2 extra mounted generals over here. Lin Bao and Lin Suan, as opposed to them having slightly less morale. Because I think we're going to do a lot of damage to them with our missile units anyway. So let's go ahead. Let's start this battle. Don't know how this is going to go. I'm a little bit nervous. It's another big fight. If we do poorly, you know, it could spell disaster for a small portion of our campaign. I mentioned it in a previous episode. Oh, cool. We got a water formation right here in our deployment zone. That's kind of nice. I mentioned it in a previous episode. I always, like, at some point in my campaign, like, make a big disaster. I always do it. It's like, it's a given. I do it in almost every single campaign. So, you know, at some point, I'm going to make some sort of, like, really bad maneuver that's going to put us out of position and, like, really screw us up. But here's what we're going to do. Okay, I'm pretty sure they can't walk through this, and I can't deploy across this building. So this, are you serious? This little building will protect our flank? That seems kind of silly. Okay, I want to deploy, like, a little bit more heavily over here. Okay, I like that. Let's put these guys right here, and we'll just kind of move them off that way. And we have Huang Shao is here. This is good, too, because our reinforcements are going to come on over there. And then... See, this time it put the peasant archers over here as opposed to in the middle. I wonder, like, what is deciding that? No, you know what? Just right here like this. That's where I want them. With the archers a little behind on this hill. I am worried that they'll try to flank us. In fact, let's pull him back. Because it's a little crowded in here. And we'll deploy like this. Okay. And then... over here now. Protect all that. Except not with these two. These two, get out of here. And so all that's left is this guy, right? So here we go. How about some tactics? Now this could be risky. I don't know where the AI is going to deploy on this map. Like they may just be sitting right here. So with that in mind, let's like maybe move a little bit more like over here. But these guys are all hidden. They're protecting this flank in our in the trees. And then these are the Yellow Turban warriors. So let's put them like right here. And what's this terrain like? Like if we get real low, oh, it's even got like a little slope. Oh, that's so cool. I like it. Over in here, fire at will is off. All of our missile units, no, have guard mode on. Okay, fire at will on. These two fire at will off. I don't want these guys to give away our position, and we definitely don't want to be shooting fire arrows out of the trees because we know from a previous battle that it will do a small amount of damage to us. Okay, so here we go. Is that too close to the tree line? Oh, yeah, I like this. Let's take a moment here, briefly. Deselect everything. Let's just admire our troops, our models. The sun glinting off the metal rim of the shield, and even the somewhat ornamental, or, I don't know, reinforcing cross thingy in the middle there. Look at these guys. This is going to be great. This guy's like, hey, come on, folks. I can't see down in front. He's not very bright. He's just sitting right behind a tree. Or maybe he's really smart. You know, he's figuring, you know, they're going to fire arrows at us, and I'm going to, you know, the tree's going to block them all for me. This tree with the funny texture effect right there. And then we have these guys over here. Yellow Turban warriors. Very good. And let's come back over here and look at our Yellow Turban spearmen. We don't have to look at the whole line. You know, there's a lot of twins in here. And then these guys. Some of them are doing like the little Negan lean back. There you go. This guy's just total good joke and lean back. What else? Okay, very good. Let's go check this out over here. See what we got going on. Little piles of hay and stuff. These are the archery masters. They look a little bit more seasoned. This guy looks a little dazed and confused. And where's the sun? Are we, like, did we deploy wisely? Does the enemy have the sun in their eyes? Oh, they do! Perfect. Look at that. Such strategy. I'm just goofing off. If you're thinking that's intentional, it's not. And it doesn't really have any anything to do with the game. Okay, so look at that gigantic battle line. That does look a little intimidating. Here are the Lancer militia. So they've put both of their cavalry units on this flank. They have the spear guards, the saber militia. Tao Shang is there. Saber militia, saber infantry. So the Ji militia are like these cross-haired ones. So really, most of their unshielded units. Darn legendary. I can't zoom up and look at them. I know the Ji militia don't have shields. Okay, they got their archers and stuff. I'm thinking we're looking in pretty good shape. Let's get these guys moving up. I kind of, you know, took a long time with that, but let's get them like right over here. But I do want these two generals to come up. And we want to get over here quickly with these generals because we can use them maybe to bait the Lancer militia. Oh, and then let's not forget these guys. We're going to go plug this gap right here. Okay. Fire at will and stuff turned on over there. Oh, come on, guys. Did you have to burn the farm down right now? Seems a little excessive. Okay, let's shoot the Ji. No, those are spear guards. That's like a wasted target. Let's shoot the archers. No, you know what we should really be shooting is these guys. These guys have guard mode off. Let's just chase them with that. We are taking way too much missile fire in that unit. Ouch! Ouch! That unit got decimated. All right, well, let's get in here. How are we doing here? That was bad. Okay, now these units are taking a little too much damage, so let's pull back there. Shoot the spear guards in the flank, please. How are we doing over here? They're closing in on us. Uh-oh. Let's pull back with these guys. Okay, the AI is just like marching right in front of us there, so that's fine. Turn on a locked group there. Okay, we are winning here. Those guys just got like massively overrun. Okay, we need to pull back this way here. Let's send these 2 units into that general, and then boop, 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 boop. Another group just charge in. Spear guards. Let's fire into the backs there. Come on. Let's get on these guys. Okay, we're holding down the fort over there. Charge in. Charge in. Shoot the archer captain. Ooh, boy, there's a lot going on here. Okay, we broke that. Let's push up with them. Not our general. Okay, we're going to bring those guys that way. We have an extended combat here. Let's get on this. They're bringing around this way. See if we can break the mounted Lancer militia. These guys are already out of ammunition, so let's just charge into the archer captain. We got extended combats everywhere. These guys are having a rough time. How are we doing in here? Okay, those guys just broke. Let's go get the archers with our horsies over there. Get those guys around. You out of ammunition yet? Not quite yet. Let's see. Shoot that. Or no, both of these. Shoot those guys in the back. Get in here. Come on. Okay, a lot to manage, a lot to manage. We got in over here. How we doing? We're still fighting these guys. We're starting to break over here. How we doing back here? Everybody okay? Let's get on that. Okay, we chased those guys down. We got a big combat in here. Let's pull 2 units of spears out. We need them over here more, I think. It has devolved into a gigantic mess. Okay, that's a general of sorts. That's Xi militia. That's also Xi militia. Okay, we wiped all of that stuff. Let's come hit this in the flank here. Those guys wiped that all out. These guys have not fired a single arrow because I'm a ding-dong and had fire at will turned off. They can chase them off the field. We are taking casualties, okay? The casualties are somewhat heavy. We've almost got the archer captain out of here. Oh, these guys are out of ammunition. All of them, essentially. 1 unit still has a little bit, but let's pull back. Now, this combat should be breaking over here. We should be able to take these archers up this way. And maybe fire into the back of that combat. Let's hit those guys. Okay, these guys are all coming back. It is a casualty-heavy battle. Let's start coming this way. They are starting to break, and we are winning. Oh, he broke. Okay, so we still have all of this over here. So our peasant, like, warband is really in bad shape right now. Okay, we broke all this. What do we want to shoot? Archer militia. Shoot the Xi militia. Come over here. Come over here. Let's see. Pile in over here. Okay, so we've collapsed everything over here. Like, they collapsed over there, we collapsed over here is essentially how it's gone. Okay, now, Let's just run, like, away with these guys. We'll just run away. Hopefully they can't catch us. Who are you? The enemy run. Very good. Craven fools. Craven cowards. Okay, this stuff is now all broken. I think you can probably come over here too. Let's put 6 into 5. Okay. So here you go soon here. Oh, that's their general. Let's pull him back. All these guys are done firing. Yep. Okay, we're just going to run off the field with them. And the reason why we're doing that is I don't think they can catch us. I don't think they can catch us. And by just running away, we got like 3 or 4 AI units that are chasing us. So they can chase us. We'll run away. Once we break all the morale over here, I think these units of theirs, yeah, see, they're not really doing much damage to us. A bunch of peasants anyways. But once we get away, or once we break the morale and stuff over here, I think all this other stuff, well, maybe not him. I think most of the other stuff is going to break. I think we'll be able to catch them. All right. Here we go. Now we need to get in here on this stuff. Where is Huang Shao? Okay, Huang Shao. You're going to knock out Gong Bian. Tao Shang there. Here we go. The charge of our generals. His unit's a little low, down to 40 and 46 on our reinforcing generals. I don't want to charge into the G militia. Okay, it seems that they are breaking all of our stuff over there. That's fine. They'll probably escape. Start bringing these guys. Let's come in here. Get in the backs. Okay, we broke something else. G militia are wavering. Doing okay. Let's get the archers here. All this stuff is starting to break. Okay, we charge into the G militia here. We broke 2 more units over here. And so, forget the G militia. All right, now let's come back. Let's just charge into all this now. Some of that may regroup of theirs. What a chaotic mess this has become. It's okay. We knew it was gonna cost a lot. We knew it was gonna be an expensive victory in terms of casualties. I want to select all my spears. All my spears. There it is. There we go. And I'm not gonna run anything down because it is all in a settlement, and their army's wiped out. So, Pyrrhic victory for us. This settlement, this province, this commandery, whatever you want to call it, does have really good replenishment, like double pluses when you look at the icon or the UI. So even though we took a lot of casualties here, I think we're going to be like pretty strong within a turn or two. Just the only thing I'm concerned about, we gained a lot of money too. That's real helpful. So we'll occupy. The only thing I'm concerned about is if they got an army nearby in the fog of war. And we just don't know if that's true or not. And then we'll push up to here so that we can reinforce. How are we looking? How are we looking? Yeah, so we got real banged up here. So we got some units that won't be back for a couple turns. We can still move around and do stuff, so that's okay. So next turn. Now I'm just tempted to auto-resolve this and get him out of here. No, let's wait. We'll attack with Huang Shao. This might be a mistake. They might, we might take so much attrition. He's taking attrition too, by the way. But we might take so much attrition that they can take the settlement. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think we'll be okay. I'm just worried about Dong. Yeah, see? Yeah. She doesn't want to mess with us anymore. She's like, no, please don't hurt me anymore. But her friends, the people that she lies in bed with diplomatically, they still want to, keep the war going. So, who was killed in battle? Killed in battle. Han Lian was killed by Guan Hai. Yeah. Guan Hai killed... Wow. Guan Hai killed a bunch of people. Faction destroyed. We saw that earlier. Guan Hai killed somebody else. Oh. It's not literally Guan Hai. The Huang Shao's army... Yeah, okay, duh. Is now led by Guan Hai. So it's not literally him that killed them. It's just saying his army. Got a little excited for nothing there. Okay, and because we got the farm back, now we have lots of food. We're looking pretty good. Let's go in here. Huang Shao has a skill point we can spend. What do we really want? Plus 10 morale when attacking, but only when he's commanding. Plus 25% battle running speed for own retinue. That's pretty big. It is pretty big. Income from commerce, faction wide. It's okay. I can't tell. Do we have this yet? Yeah, we have that. Recovery. He could just kind of like, hunker back and replenish like a troll in Warhammer. That's kind of strange. 5% replenishment, own army. 10% melee damage, own retinue. 10% melee armor piercing damage, own retinue. So we won't get the replenishment because he's not leading the army. Get the other stuff though. You know what? Let's get the 25% general's bodyguard size. I know earlier I talked about the research rate, but I really am concerned about this, like, the size of the war that we have here. And I think that making Huang Shao have, like, I don't know, it's going to be 1/4 of, like, an extra 15 cavalry in his unit. I think that's probably a good idea. So we're going to do that. Let's go ahead and look at our cranky people. 25. Hey, look at that. Nobody is super cranky anymore. We're actually making some progress there. Well, we got a few people down here a little bit cranky. Lin Bao, what are you upset about? He doesn't like Guan Hai. So we need to get Lin Bao and Guan Hai away from each other. Lu Xuan likes Guan Hai and Huang Shao. Guan Hai... Generals and army. Guan Hai's upset because Huang Shao is with him. Oh, you know what? I think last episode I talked about like rearranging them a little bit so that Guan Hai like has his own force. Because he's a little bit like uppity. We could put Lu Xuan in Guan Hai's army and swap Huang Shao out. I'm not going to do that until we clear Wang Long. If I do it now and we end up with Huang Shao like outside the settlement, I'm just concerned that there's an army here, and because we did a swap, we won't be able to retreat, and like something weird will happen. And if you're thinking like, well, you got reinforcements, well, maybe I don't. Maybe they do a night battle. Maybe they have 2 armies and they encircle the settlement. You know, there's like about 4 different ways it could go sideways on us. So let's not do that. Oh, I can finally... Now, can I put like... Is it just one position, or can I do all 3? A great healer. It can only be held by healer characters. Okay, that's neat. What does it do, though? A great learned one. Ooh. And then who are you? A legendary character passes through our lands. Oh, we could recruit this guy. He's a scholar, so we could like put him right in here. These are prestigious, powerful offices that also make the minister more able. Ministers are also part of your council and will provide you with missions. Okay, we want to do that. We want to do that. Who is our most satisfied person not doing anything that also happens to be legendary? Like, if you put legendary people in there, does that make them even more? Oh, these are our legendary people. They have the different coloring here. Who's almost legendary? Through skills. Okay, Sen B will be legendary if we get his instinct up. He's almost there. He's a healer. Can we increase his instinct? Cunning, authority, and satisfaction. Instinct. Does this give instinct? It doesn't. So if we equip him with... Is he legendary? I thought that's supposed to make him legendary. Maybe it takes a turn? I don't know. Cunning, authority. Well, let's take Sen B. Put him in here. So there you are. A new salary. We have to pay him 25 per turn. Satisfaction change for the post, so he doesn't become more satisfied. We're going to get 20 enlightenment. 4K population growth, all commanderies. Wow. 15% income from peasantry. Faction-wide. Plus 5 authority. 10,000 population growth, local commandery. And 8% replenishment, own armies in local commandery. So I don't understand the local commandery bit. Does that mean that the... Okay, so even though he's in a post, does that mean that we can still, like, station him places? That's kind of how I'm reading this. I'm reading this as we get the 20 enlightenment, and we get the plus 5 authority, and then we get the faction-wide and all commandery bonus for growth and peasantry. But then the bottom two, I think he can still go on assignment and get an extra 10,000 population growth and replenishment for armies in that commandery. I'm thinking that's how it works. But let's go ahead. Let's equip him in there. Confirm. Can we not promote people? Oh my goodness. The relationship system like even carries over to people in office. So you want to make sure that you put people in here that like each other. Oh, that's something else to think about. And then so I guess we could do another one, like a great commander. 25% food from farming, faction wide, food from fishing, authority, minus construction cost. So it's pretty much the same. Although Guanhai gets a lot more satisfied, but then he's in here and you know, he's a crotchety fellow. He doesn't get along with everybody. Oh, that is the great commander. Okay, so then what about our scholars? 20 enlightenment, 10% character experience faction. Ooh, I like that. He gets along with everybody. Is he the only scholarly person? I guess the other ones are either generals or on appointment or assignment or whatever. They are currently employed as an assignee. Well, I want the character experience and all that other stuff. Gets us the enlightenment. Okay, let's stick him in there. New salary, 25. Okay, good. And then, well, let's do Huang Shao, because you know he gets along with everybody. He's amicable. Cool. I've reached the maximum number of local leaders. I've never even had the chance to put somebody in there. Let's go look at our income total. 4,000. Or we have 4,000 in our treasury. So let's pop back in here. This guy's legendary. He's 42. He's a scholarly fellow. Oh, what the hey. Let's recruit him. So now we got another legendary fellow. And so he's here. So he comes with his own legendary abilities. So he could do shield wall. for his own army. That's pretty good. 9 expertise on his weapon here. Can we give him anything better? Okay, and we already have some nice horsies for other people. Okay, so that was an unexpected, like 10-minute sidestep there. But I think that's pretty good. I like that. How close are we? Faction summary. So we're 94 enlightenment away. Oh, even I'm doing the math. It tells you in the very first sentence underneath the bar. Gain 94 enlightenment. Okay, so then we'll have armies provided 8. Yeah, we can't even come close to affording that. Assignment slots +2 local leader positions. Reduced penalty from desire for higher office. Replenishment. And then we can finally make trade agreements. Not until unlocks the diplomatic options to vassalize. Okay, so it's like we have to slowly unlock all of our diplomatic options. Now, let's just look and see. Okay, now we even have an assignment that's available. So where do we want to put this? Okay, let's go back in here. Sen B gives a huge population bonus to local commandery. So Sen B, let's go over here and look at our capital. 774,000 out of 1.4 million. We finally now have negative public order due to our population. So putting him over here is maybe not the best idea. What about Beihai? You know what? We need extra population in here. We're down to 139,000. Whoa, what's going on here? Change this turn, 134,000. Does it mean that our, like, this whole thing is going to have, like, only a couple thousand people? Doesn't seem right. But let's go ahead and put Sen B. Oh, he's already in Beihai. So if we go look at Beihai, 14K population growth from characters. That seems a lot, you know. He must get around town a little bit. He's probably got a lot of, you know, he's got a harem or a, oh, what's it called? Concubines. That's the word I'm looking for. Okay. Well, let's put somebody in over here. What could we do? Food production. Yeah, construction cost, construction time. I like the construction cost, construction time, honestly. I also like the building upkeep one. I also like the public order. Public order over here is in the crapper. Let's get this guy on the bottom with the nice public order. That looks good. Is there anything else? Am I missing anything? Do we have administrators yet? No. Okay, can we finally go on to the next turn? No, we cannot. Okay, so I think we got this last time. Food from farming, enlightenment, income from looting and sacking. Yeah. What I really want, public orders, kind of nifty, +2 all the way around. Satisfaction, character experience. Ooh, I want that. That seems good. Settlement administration. +1 seasonal retinue deployments, +1 armies. Well, minus 20% redeployment cost. We don't need that quite yet. That might just come in handy later. Increased population growth. So I'm reading that as increased public order problems. +5 military supplies, +5 campaign movement range. Plus available 2 administrator positions. That could be good. But I think before we do that, there was one in here. I want the satisfaction and the character experience. And then after that, After that, possibly the administrator positions, and then possibly the campaign movement range. It's always good to be able to move very far. It could save your bacon. Okay, can we now end our turn? Look at that, we can. That was a long turn. And there is Huang Shao. Huang Shao. Okay, so a lot of stuff has happened. Gong Lanshu has declared war on Yellow Turban Rebellion. Okay. Alliance of Huang Shao declared war on Yellow Turban Rebellion. Okay, so it's going to, like, tell us for all of them. Li Bao commanded their vassal Sai Mao to join a war, and so now he's... Oh. War declared between Sai Mao and us. That's very neat. We find ourselves at war with somebody else. The puppet Han Emperor captured Lubu Wenshu. From Lubu by Wenshu. The Emperor has been captured once again. Now they are a mere pawn in the larger conflict. As Prime Minister of the Emperor, you may annex. As Prime Minister of the Emperor, you may annex Han Empire territory to How am I? I'm not Prime Minister. Am I? I'm leading a rebellion. How could I possibly be Prime Minister? Duchy of Zhang vassalized Han Empire. Interesting. Zhang Yan declared war on Duchy of Zhang. Oh my gosh. Gao Gan declared war on Duchy of Zhang. Tong Yu Rui signed a peace treaty with Zhang Chao. Okay, that was a mouthful. Lubu, okay. Okay, we finished our trading port. Jidan. Rebellion imminent. Where? Donghai. Donghai is this one. Well, that works out perfect because we're going to go knock this guy on his butt and then we'll be in the city of Donghai and we'll be able to fight the rebellion. Except for Lady Gong Lanshu. We're going to take our smaller army here. Oh, she's got just like a completely full stack. Eek. We can afford... Like, we could just barely afford some extra upkeep. Okay. Here's how we do this. Lu Xuan. Okay, let me think. This guy cannot get out and like wander around on his own. And Huang Shao is missing some units, but move selected retinue outside of the force. Okay, so we're gonna pop Huang Shao out. Guan Hai, who's, you know, cranky because the people that are around him. He's going to go down here. He's going to take care of this rebellion, okay? Now, I think we'll go ahead and we'll auto-resolve it. We should be okay for this. I better not lose, like, a bunch of units. Lost 200. So that's fair. We got some money. And we'll go ahead and take the income. And... faction destroyed. Kong Qin Meng. Okay. And then we'll go into the town so he replenishes faster. Huang Shao comes all the way over to here. Little bit weakened. Kind of risky. We put this guy in Huang Shao's army. So now, like, merge. And so now who's still upset here? Why are you upset? Harmony and disharmony. I think it's gonna go away because it's no longer listing like who they're grouchy with. So I think Guanhai is gonna be okay. She doesn't get down here for 2 turns. You know, we got the towers. We can hole up underneath the towers. She is like half strength too. So she's got to replenish. She's got to spend some time here and replenish. Huang Shao is in a boat. He can't lay siege quite yet. Gonna pop in here, and we are gonna go recruit. Any assignments or anything? Any court positions? Anything I need to look at? No. Okay. So who's available? Gang Z. So we got a healer. I think we just got like a bazillion healers. A veteran. A healer. A scholar. Let's bring this guy in. And then... Oh, and they're already upset with each other. Yellow Turban Warriors. These are kind of like our bread and butter. And then we have Yellow Sky Heralds. Ooh. What do y'all do? Okay, there we go. Unbreakable. Raider. They burn down buildings. Impetuous. They may decide to attack nearby enemies without orders. I don't know that I like that. Do we know anything about this army? Okay. This is an army that is relatively weak to missile units, at least in this retinue. They're starting to bring in spear guards, though. And then we know that the mounted Lancer militia ran into some Yellow Turban Warriors in our last big battle. And I think, well, it might have been the Men of the Forest or whatever they are, but they charged into something and just absolutely decimated them. And then transport ships, Zhang sword guards. Oh, everything says transport ships. So Zhang sword guards. So they're probably pretty decent. Frontline melee attacks weak against cavalry. Reading down the left line there, 55, 88, 23. 55, 88, 23. So they got a fair amount more morale than we do, but then slightly smaller melee charge bonus and slightly smaller melee damage. We have a little bit more melee evasion than they do, I think, and then we have 20 and 50. What do they have? A little bit more like armor, and we have a little bit more block chance. So it's like it's a pretty fair trade. They're about as good as our Yellow Turban Warriors. What about cavalry? We can get no cavalry with this guy. And what about his personal traits? Any bonuses to any particular unit in here? Oh, he happens to be incompetent. That's great. He gets really bad character experience. And he's beautiful. Didn't we get rid of some knucklehead that was like this earlier in the campaign? Didn't we have some guy like this that just absolutely sucked and we were like, get out of here, you? I think we did. Okay, Ji Don. I made a mistake. I don't want you. Let's do it this way first. Let's go to relations. Let's see who he likes. He likes Guanhai and Huang Shao. And then these are all AI factions. So we don't really know how Pei Huang Shao feels about any of these people in here. Swap selected retinue. What about Wu Pan? Just a veteran. It cost us... We spent 2,000 because I did that wrong. Oh, well. No use crying about spilt milk. But then he can only get peasant warriors and peasant spearmen. Yellow Turban Archers, 72 upkeep per turn. Let's get that. Men of the Forest. Back him up with a couple of those. So we're down to 200 income per turn. And then G Dawn. Can I just, like, dismiss you right now? We get money, but we have lots of negative satisfaction for 5 turns faction wide. Do we get the 800 like for 5 turns? I doubt it. It's probably just once. We're gonna release him from service. He's a stinker. He's incompetent. We don't like him. Okay, that was another long. Oh yeah, and then we have over here. Okay, fine. Oh my goodness, there's just so much to do. He is in Beihai. He's on assignment. Don't know that this guy's ever going to really be in battle. Let's give him the tranquility. Income from peasantry. Faction wide. Sure. Sounds good. Okay. Is there anything else we can really do here right now? Everybody in here likes each other. Very good. This is just a captain, so they should get along just fine. And then up over here, you guys don't get along either, huh? That's lovely. Very good, Wu Pan. This guy doesn't have any skills that are close to being full here, so I guess we'll give him the cunning. A little bit of extra ammunition. You know, he's got 4 archer units. Okay. We can't do peace here. She's still cool with it. The rest of them are like, no deal. No deal. All right. And Huang Shao is now on our land. Liu Dai will sign peace with us. We'll get some money. We could use the money, not gonna lie. Could use the money. I'm gonna reject it. Going back to what I commented on earlier in the episode. Okay, and are there like 800 things to dig through here? Huang Shao declared war on Duchy of Zhang, and so now war has been Huang Shao. War declared between Huang Shao and Han Empire, or Huang Shao. Or is this war declared between Huang Shao and Han? Haven't we been at war with them the whole time? War declared between Huang Shao and Huang Shao and Han Empire. See, this confuses me because you hover over it and it says Han Empire attitude towards you. Like, why are you showing me the attitude towards me? What really happened is there was war declared between Huang Shao and Han Empire. So they're falling apart. War declared between Zhang and Han Empire. Okay, so people are piling in on the Han Empire. Duchy of Zhang declared war with Lu Bu. Duchy of Zhang commanded their vassal, Han Empire, to join a war. Okay, so that's why they're at war with everybody. So war declared between Han Empire and Ma Teng. And then it just shows you down here how Ma Teng feels about us, but it's completely irrelevant to the pop-up in general. So it's a little confusing. Recruit, maintain a total of 40 units at the start of a new turn. Mission success, we now have 41. So what do we get? An heirloom spear for Huang Shao and lots of bonus experience, 17,000 and some change. Okay. Clickety, 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 and yeah, okay. Where we at? Gosh, it's kind of a long episode, but I'm just having so much fun. I feel like I want to go just like one more turn. I do. I want to go one more turn. How far can she move? She can move all the way down to here. All the way down to there. He's mostly replenished. What if we can catch her like totally out of position? What if we can do that? Should we try? I think we should try. I'd like to come down here and get this fishing port so that we have this whole commandery and then we get some extra food, but she's kind of a problem. And we are not anywhere near like fully replenished anymore. I gotta remember now, like Huang Shao's force is severely weakened because of you know, troop trading I did between the armies. And then we have Wen Shao's up here. Okay, so this is a problem. Got the decent garrison. He's got lots of stuff. This is a... We have the walls. How many turns can we hold out in a siege? It says 7 turns. And then we're going to take attrition and lose it. So... if we can defeat Wen Shao up here, then there will be 2 factions that probably want peace with us, and they might overrule the other faction, the Han, whatever it is. Okay, we are in the settlement, right? Yeah, we are. But... Okay. I think we need to just kind of like let this be how it is. We need to try to get her out of position. Unless there's anywhere where we could get some like extra money per turn. Which we can do it. But then, you know, the last 10 turns and then suddenly it'll disappear. What I'm thinking of is trading food with some factions. Gongdu and... no, okay, we can't do anything with them. Gongdu and Heiyi. We've already got 3 turns of food there. We're giving them food because I forgot to trade them for money, so... yeah, I can't do any more food trade with them while it's already active. So we have to wait for those other deals, which means, oh gosh, which means that we're going to end up negative income per turn here pretty soon anyways when those just run out naturally. Wasn't thinking about that. Okay, she can come all the way up to here. We get that nice 70%. 41 takes 41% of our movement range. If we do force march, we can get all the way to there. She can get to there. Okay. We got to get her out of position, and then we want to make sure that he's got like a good ambush chance. So like right here, he's ambushing. We're in range of the garrison. His military supplies are going down. Change this turn 7. No, it's just low supply. It's not going down. And then with our force march now, we move all the way up to here. Now I'm hoping that she sees this and is like, ooh, I want to go wipe that out. She might favor her odds. If she doesn't come down here, we might be able to get up there like on the next turn and attack the temple. It's not showing us a garrison, so I'm not sure if it's just because we don't know or if because temples just don't have a garrison. But if we can attack on the next turn with all these armies, well, that's stronger than we've been before, because normally we've had Guanhai, the captain, and Huang Shao, but now we got 2 extra retinues, although they're a little bit bare bones. But that is stronger than we've had historically before. I don't want to spend any money because we're not earning very much, and we do have some food trade that's going to end, and I don't want to spend any money because when it does end, I don't want to suddenly be negative. And so that's really all we could do for this turn. I'm imagining that he's going to lay siege, and I'm hoping that she comes down. So let's see. He's laying siege, and she didn't do anything. And now it's wintertime. Wen Shao requested Han Fu join their war, so war declared between Han Fu and Han Empire. Okay. Han Fu declared war on Duchy of Zhang, so Duchy of Zhang's going to ask all of his vassals. Xiao Mao demanded a guarantee of autonomy from Liu Bai, so he wants to no longer be a vassal. Friends stick together. Relationships between Huang Shao and Lin Bao has deepened. Okay. I think this episode's long enough, so we're going to end this one here really quick. Looking forward, a quick summary of what we can look forward to when we come back in the next episode is, well, I don't know about over here. Okay, this... Pyrrhic victory, just like ever so slightly in our favor. I mean, we outnumber them. I'm pretty sure that we could win. 90% sure. 90% sure that we could win half the time we try this. Let's cancel. I just wanted to see what the map and what the odds look like. I mean, we got 2 full retinues. It is Pei Wen Shao. He's good. He's got a good weapon here. Remember, he's got the green dragon crescent blade that we stole from, like, Zhang He. Stole it from Liu Bei's force a long time ago, and then we gave it to him. So we might be able to win this battle. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you think we could win this battle. We got spear guards. Apparently they're still labeled as transport ships. Oh, it went away. It said, yeah, see, like some of them say transport ships. Like, okay, so watch. This archer unit might say transport ships. See, some of them, they say transport ships. And then when I go off and come back, it goes away. So there's some sort of like weird bug there with the UI. That's okay. But we might be able to win. Let me know in the comments if you think we can win this battle here. He's not fully replenished though. Okay, so that's kind of important. But we do have 2 full captain units, but they got 3 generals. Okay, and then over here, that's as far as she can move. So if we wanted to, could we attack the temple? I'm guessing that we can. It sure looks like we can get there. And there's no indication that it has a garrison. And she's still not fully replenished. So, you know, I'm thinking at least over here with these 2 forces, we're going to come up here and we're going to, like, smack into her. Yeah, he can move up in the reinforcement range. So I'm thinking we're going to come up here and take Peng Cheng from Gong Lanshu. And after doing that, that's probably like all of her forces. She could be recruiting up here, possibly over here. But we just wiped out a big stack of theirs here. And if we wipe her out too, then they also need a new faction leader because she'll most likely be dead. And then if we can win this or fight this to a stalemate, then Wen Shao will most likely want peace with us. But then, gosh, this is such a stinker. If we defeat her really bad and then we manage to win over here, and then we declare peace, right? So that like alleviates the whole alliance war. Yay, we got some breathing room. But then we can't take Dong, we can't take the Iron Mine, and we can't take Long Ye because we'll be at peace with the whole alliance / coalition. So even if we win up here, we don't want peace because we want to take this stuff. We want to get this. We want to get our territory united. We don't want this hole, this splinter right in the middle of our territory. So even if we win, I think what we need to do is we need to push as hard as we can, like down this way through the iron mine, just and then come up behind this guy. Or we could try to go through the city over here and come up behind him, because then if he tries to retreat, he heads right into us. In any case, I'm running out of breath. That's all happening next episode when we come back. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you're enjoying it with comments or thumbs up. I'm enjoying it. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. And check out the rest of the channel. Subscribe if you're not already. You can follow me on Twitter. You have yourself a good afternoon, and take care.